Yo, hey, what's Patrick Ewing talking about? Yo, talking about the security guard stopped him from trying to come in MSG. Something he said, but it's like, dude, you don't own the Knicks. Why Spike Lee think he owned the Knicks? Like, who cares if you've been going there for years? Like, you don't own the Knicks, just like Patrick Ewing don't either. He act like he owned the Knicks. I can see if they won a championship. He never even won a championship for the Knicks. Like, who cares if you played for the Knicks for years? If you were so loyal to them, why'd you play for the Magics and the Suns or whoever else he played for? I think it was the Magic and the Sonics. It's like, dude, like, sit down. Like, they just trying to start a race war. Like, nobody cares, dude. Let's see what he say. Hold up. It's weird. Look, I try to follow it.
Since 2005, as you take a look at the bracket for the Big East right now, facing Seton Hall, 6 p.m. Eastern. But here's the funny thing. You mentioned the Garden, right? And, of course, we all know that Patrick Ewing, Georgetown's coach, has a long story tradition.
But I do want to say one thing, though. I thought this was my building, and I feel terrible that I'm getting stopped, accosted.
How is this your building? You didn't build it.
Asking for passes. Everybody in this building should know who the hell I am.
Dude, calm down.
And I'm getting stopped. I can't move around this building. Like I was like, what the hell? Is this Madison Square Garden?
No, something else now.
I'm gonna have to call Mr. Dolan and say, geez, is my number in the rafters or what?
You don't own it either. What is he talking about?
As one of those situations where they're like, he jokingly said, but he was so serious.
Yeah.
He was not joking at all. Here's the statement. James Dillon and Patrick have a long-standing relationship. They spoke this afternoon and reaffirmed that. We all know, respect, and appreciate what he means to the Garden and New York. Good luck to him and his...
Going on. College game day, Seth Greenberg back. He's been the Knicks for over 3 decades. What's your reaction to what Ewing had to say after a thrilling win against Nova?
I thought he showed great composure, quite honestly. What a tremendous win for Georgetown in the program. But he's Pat Ewing. His jersey's hanging in the rafters.
So what? Who cares? They just trying to start a race war. They want people to riot at the Garden. That's what they trying to do, probably.
We're one game over 500.
Look, this silly dude. He act like he owned the Knicks. Like, dude, calm down. You don't own the Knicks. You was a fan. Like, the security guard could tell you where to get in at. Like, dude, like, sit down. Nobody cares.
Going into the second half of the season, I see clear blue skies. I'm thinking we're going to make the playoffs. You know, we're going to have an impact. And then yesterday happens. And I'm not blaming this on Dolan, but there has to be something just wrong at Madison Square Garden.
Ain't nothing wrong there.
Can any of you imagine Derek Jeter being stopped entering Yankee Stadium?
Bruh, you don't own it. You don't own it. You don't own the Knicks, dude. You don't even own the arena. They could do what they want. Like, you a fan. And of course, you gonna try. This is where it's so gonna try to start a race war.
Magic Johnson being stopped entering the Staples Center?
Hold up, Magic Johnson would never get stopped in the Staples Center. Because he won championships.
Michael Jordan, the GOAT.
Michael Jordan would never get stopped in the Bulls arena because he won championships there.
Hey, Michael Jordan being stopped entering the United Center? WTF?
Yeah, Aquaman being stopped entering the ocean. I mean, like, it's unbelievable. The Pope at the Vatican. What's the analogy?
You stole that from
Yeah, Max Hellman, get up.
Max.
Right. Did I?
Yeah.
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
at the Vatican. That was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
My
Why you,
fault.
why you,
I
why you
said it
stealing
in
my
the
stuff?
I said it in the first hour. I can't retroactively trick you. The holy trinity of the Knicks of the last 40 years. Boy, John Starks better watch his back.
We're talking about personnel there. They know who Patrick Ewing is. They knew who Spike.
Look, I don't. This one don't have cable. I go for it if I want it, but I'm not gonna spend all my money to watch this garbage. They talking about racist stuff. They trying to say this guy right here is racist. They trying to say he controlled the security guards. He controlled the arena. He don't control none of that. Like, what is he talking about?
Lee was and is. They knew who Charles Oakley was and is. The common denominator.
Who cares who you know
where
who he is?
You're alluding to a lack of respect and a lack of appreciation emanates from that man right there, James Dolan. And that's where I have the problem. If you held folks in high regard and you celebrated with a level of appreciation these individuals for what they meant to the franchise, everyone would march lockstep. And
Making jokes, Spike. It doesn't take 2 security guards to walk Spike Lee out of the garden. If they're like, even that is like a show of force. That's like, I don't get it.
Max, let me give you a couple.
Yeah, Max Kellerman. He more blacker than them. Yeah, Max Kellerman know what he talking about. These weirdos don't know what they talking about. They just trying to start a race war. Like, oh, I was kicked out Madison Square Garden. I've been going there for years. Like, so what? Who cares? You still a fan. Same thing with Patrick Ewing. Dude, you never even won anything there. You never won a championship for the Knicks. Like, what are you talking about? Man, I'm done. Man, I gave y'all 10 minutes today. I'm out later.